Back with another video. It's your boy Ayo Kata. Appreciate you for tuning in. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you get all the latest and greatest content. We got a good one. We discussing Caitlin Clark. Is the hype really worth it? Should she be getting this love? Is it not enough love? Too much? All things we discuss Caitlin Clark. Stay tuned for the video. Wait, you said what? You okay? Say it one more time.
I don't think she gets hate. Like everybody's
gets
no.
Okay.
No, I think she gets criticism, and I think that it's fair, and I think she gets I just don't think it's hate. To me, I would define hate as anybody denying her talent. No one can deny that girl's talent.
It's almost like not necessarily saying she can't pass, she can't shoot, she can't do any of these things, right? But it's just saying, she's not that good yet, or she's not great yet. When like right now, let's just say for the example, she's like the second best player in the league. You would. I'm not saying she is. I'm saying let's say she's the second best player in the league, or the first, whatever. And they say she's not that good yet. You would agree that that's hate.
Hold on, she's the second best player in the league, and people are saying that she's not that good.
Right,
yes, that's hate. That's hate.
Exactly, right. So because you can look at that statistically, what do you think the hate that she's getting is? What do you see that the hate is?
I don't see that she's getting hate because no one has said that this girl is not good. No one has said that this girl is not an amazing player. I think what they're saying is she's not there yet. She has not reached her peak. And for me, the biggest thing was she got flowers laid for her. She got a red carpet rolled out before she had done anything for the W. You know what I mean? Like, she broke records in college. She did amazing things in college. But she hadn't done anything for in this league yet. Right. But yet they're rolling out everything.
Do you feel like she's living up to the hype so far?
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah, she's definitely somebody to watch. She's fun to watch. She's an enjoyable player, but she's not the best. Well, I'm gonna hyper focus on Diana Taurasi first.
Okay. Because I feel like she was getting shade from her.
Yes. No, she definitely was. Shade, yes. Hate, no. And so let me break that down for you. So in the video that you sent me before, don't come for me. Don't come for me. So in the video that you sent me, in the context of that video, dude was highlighting what Diana Taurasi said, which was she was a big girl in college. You know, you can look monstrous when you're playing these 18-year-olds. And I think she said that she was like 24, 25, but she was really 22. Even then, 22-year-old playing some 18-year-olds, even at that level, whatever, she did great things. But when you come into the W, it's a different league. It's a different style of play. It's different players. These are grown women who've been doing this at a grown woman level for a very long time. Was she wrong?
No, I don't think that statement on its own is wrong. No.
There, so you with me so far? Okay, she was not wrong. But what I feel like the person who made that video and what everybody else, I think everybody has jumped on is, oh, well, look at Fever's stacks and Caitlin's stacks versus when they played Mercury. So Caitlin Clark was able to shut up her haters. Okay, yes, because Diana Taurasi said it. But you look at her stats against the women that Diana Taurasi was referring to, not just her. Keep in mind, Diana Taurasi is, 42 years old? So she was the one that was saying she was saying it, but no, she wasn't the one to kind of like shut Caitlin Clark down. But you look at Caitlin Clark's game versus Connecticut's Sun when Dejanay Carrington was on her ass for 32 minutes. Caitlin Clark didn't perform. I mean, she couldn't because she's playing with women who've been doing this at a level.
What was this game? I'm sorry, it was Fever.
This is Fever versus Connecticut Sun, or you can look up when the Fever played the Aces. You had Jackie Young guarding her. I'm pretty sure Alicia Clark, because AC is like our defender. And I'm sure Kelsey Plum. In those games, like that is what I heard when I heard Diana Taurasi say, Caitlin Clark can't perform against these women in this league who've been playing for years. Now, Diana Taurasi wasn't the one to shut her up because, again, different team. And that woman is 42 years old. So she could have done, you know what I mean? But Caitlin Clark was quieted.
This is another thing,
that's what I feel like. Okay.
I have to feel like what do y'all define as like shutting down? Because in the NBA,
stopping her. So go ahead.
Right. So like in the NBA, let's say LeBron let's say he averages 26, right? But he could easily get 40 points, 45.
Okay.
whatever, if somebody holds him to like 10 points, 15 points, 17 points, you'd be like, you shut him down. Now, most stars like that, you don't shut down. Like, holding them to their average is like, I had them. You know what I mean? Not letting them have a break. Okay, so let's go to the WNBA now.
Okay.
So, I guess I would have to look at what Caitlin Clark's average is. Because, like, for example, the game with her and the Sun, she dropped 17 points. Now, I don't know how much she's typically... Go ahead.
What I'm talking about comparing it to was what she was doing in college. Because that's
right, but we can't say that, right? Because I thought we said you could easily do something to 18-year-olds. So when you get in the league, let's say her average is 15 points.
Right.
And she dropped 17 points.
Okay.
That's a pretty good game. Like in the WNBA, if that's her average. If she averages...
But this is her first year in the WNBA. So if we're looking at Caitlin Clark now versus Caitlin Clark in 3 years, we're going to be looking at two completely different people. Do you agree?
I agree with that, yeah.
Completely. So what I think they were saying is, what I think Diana Taurasi was saying is, your first year coming in is not going to be what the hype is. You know what I mean? Like, the numbers that she's doing now are going to look like trash to the numbers that she's going to be doing in 3 years. That's what I'm saying.
But I think that's a different way to say it than how some of these other people are wording it.
How can you be mad at how somebody wording it? What she said
that's the point. The intent matters. Right? If I say, oh, Dominique, you're cute, right? That's a compliment. And if I say, oh, Dominique, you cute, right? I said the same thing, right? So it's like, but how I said it is gonna bring a certain energy, right? You can be like, hold the fuck off.
But you have to keep in mind, number one, we are dealing with women. Let's put it out there.
I didn't say it.
You didn't.
I can't say it.
I will say it. We are dealing with women. These are women, and they are competitors. We have to stop forgetting that they are competitors. Like, don't get me wrong. What woman has ever welcomed another woman to the league? Like,
I don't know. I mean,
all things
I don't know. Is that how it is in the WNBA? Because I know in the NBA, obviously we do have hate. Like, I know LeBron, when he was first getting in, experienced a ton of hate, but they also was comparing him to the greatest player to ever play the game, right? Michael Jordan. But there are a lot of players that's up and coming nowadays. I think it's a lot more camaraderie and team building and like player for player, like helping each other out. Hey, I want to make sure they get their money, and also if they get paid, then I get paid, or it helps the league grow if I help you grow. And I've actually, that's another thing. It's a different conversation, but it's something I've also been hearing about, like this context circling around the WNBA of like them just not doing a good job at promoting themselves when they, like any other business, why would you deny yourself promotion, right? Exactly. It was the same thing like I know Stephen A made the point with Caitlin Clark not being on the Olympic team, and how many seats she's filled this season, how many people want to see her, WNBA is on the rise even in like male spaces because of this woman. You know what I mean? And I think strategically it would be a smart move to be like, And then I know they were saying like, oh, we wanted to win. We had to pick the team to win. But y'all won the last 7 gold medals in a row.
We did.
Were we not going to win the 8th? I'm just saying, like, was Caitlin Clark going to hurt you that much that you don't win the 8th? It's not that she was going to
hurt us, but was she supposed to be there? Was she supposed to be there before Kalia Copper? In my mind, if you were to put Caitlin Clark on a team, you're taking it away from somebody else. And which somebody else are we talking about? Because in my mind, there is no comparison between whoever that somebody else is and Caitlin Clark. At least now.
I would go, because this is only her first year. It's not a lot to go on. But I would go on the stats. Like, who's performing at that level? Are they performing better than me? And I would also look at the team that they're on too, because sometimes teams matter, but for Olympics, I wouldn't put it so high. But yeah, teams matter, like, because other players could be good enough to make you look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could be performing well because the next 3 people around me perform extraordinarily well. You know what I mean? So I'm good. I'm just winning by association. So yeah, I would just look at her stats and be like, yo, if I'm dogging in assists, I'm dogging in scoring, like, they can't stop me behind this line. I'm lights out. It seems to be. She's leading in assists. Is she not leading in assists?
Is she? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she's leading in assists. She's leading the season, the league in assists.
It just wasn't Diana Taurasi's season to say that before Caitlin Clark came in. I mean, it was, in my mind, she has the right to say it. Diana Taurasi's got the numbers behind her in her 22-year-old days. You know what I mean? she was just, I think it was just like a warning. Like, I think she was, I don't know if it's being a
Yeah,
woman
man.
or what it was, but it was just like everybody's like giving this girl all of this shit, and it's like she hasn't done anything for the league yet. She hasn't even played her first game, but yet she's
That's
got
not true. Oh, you saying before she played? Okay. Well, still, I still feel like that's not really true, because you can anticipate ticket sales. You can anticipate jersey sales. Well, you can see jersey sales. You can see all of that. Yeah. That's revenue for the league. And if I'm not saying she is, but let's say I'm outselling everybody. Mm-hmm. You can't say I ain't doing nothing for the league. My name alone sold out this arena when y'all couldn't do it. My name alone doubled the seats in this arena when y'all couldn't do it.
100%. But it would have doubled it either way.
So give me my credit.
Why does she need credit?
I did it. I put these people in these seats.
Oh my God! But they're gonna be here regardless. That's
no. They're not gonna be there. Listen. If y'all have 4,000 people coming to y'all game.
No. I see what you're saying. I'm not saying that they're going to be there without a Caitlin Clark. I'm saying if Caitlin Clark is there, those people are going to be there. We don't have to put her name and face all over everything. They're already coming.
I feel like if I come in the league and y'all getting 4,000 seats. And now I'm here just because of my name alone. We get 26,000 seats. My name better be on the front of the fucking building. Because
really?
I brought
That's
you.
That's how you coming in as a rookie? That's how you coming in as a rookie?
No.
That's not. She's a rookie?
Listen. The mentality of the player should not be that. You're right. Okay. It should not be that. The marketing should definitely be that. Definitely. Undoubtedly. If Caitlin Clark just 4 times our ticket sales, but I put Brittany Reynolds, I'm just making up a name, like face on the top of the thing just because she's been here longer on our team.
Not because
if y'all don't get her to fuck
down. Because she's the coldest in the game. I'm not saying put up Joe Schmo instead of Caitlin Clark. I'm saying
but hold on.
Asia Wilson.
But think about it. Nobody knows it. That's my point. That's my part. My point. In the marketing business, it don't matter if she's so. Look, every game, these 4,000 fans know she was lit. When that money is coming in and it's damn near 30,000 seats being, Asia, do me a favor. Go ahead, sit down. Don't worry, we're gonna have your face up here. But when we bring in these dollars, because also you're trying to build the sport, right? It's not enough eyes on them, right? And it's like they're not bringing in the revenue. As I think they should. And honestly, like after watching a couple of the games, like though it is different from the NBA, obviously NBA had like how many years over them to develop talent to be good at this. But I think as you start to see this WNBA league develop, it will be better and better and better. And you will see Caitlin Clark and more. You know what I mean? Yes. More people like that that's playing like that, and it's going to develop the sport. But you have to get there. How do you get there? How do you get the next Caitlin Clark or the next Angel Reese or the next these people? You have to market new. You have to market what's cool, what's in style, right? You honor thy legends. Honor thy legends, yes.
Yeah. I have a question. Yep. Are you talking about putting somebody else's face on, making somebody else the face of the league or a specific team? Now, the Fever should not have put anybody before Caitlin Clark because that's where all the eyes are. I agree. But correct. The WNBA and the media.
So I was talking about the team. I'm talking about the team, and that's what I'm saying. Like they're trying to market that. That is so smart. As far as the league, that is a tougher one. Now I understand what you're saying because
that's all I'm referring.
I'm not
talking
players.
About her team. Yes,
but if you think about it too, the NBA does the same thing. So it's not like any diss to WNBA. Like the NBA does the same thing.
Caitlin Clark is not doing what she was doing in college, and I think that is why she was getting the numbers. I think the average person
she was averaging
like
30 or something.
Thank you. College, so, like, I think in my mind, the average person that was selling out these tickets and all these new eyes were thinking she's about to go to the WNBA and do that same thing. No, she's not. No, she's not. Your eyes should be on somebody else. Not necessarily should be on somebody else. If she's your favorite player, that's your favorite player. Keep your eyes on her. Mm-hmm. But she's not about to come into the W doing what she was doing in college. And I think that is what people were kind of expecting out of her. And that's why the Diana Taurasi's were like, yo, it's not about to be that same game. Like, y'all realize that, right? So when let's say you're watching college basketball, women's college basketball, and you are now a Caitlin Clark fan. Okay. You did your research. Who was the best last 2 years in college? You would say a Caitlin Clark. Okay, fine. Let's say you honestly move your eyes over to the W where she's at now, and you look at who's the best player. If you do your research correctly, it might not still be a Caitlin Clark. Mm-hmm. And I think that that wasn't communicated correctly by the other players. It was said differently, and it was heard. And I feel like with the Caitlin Clark fans, if you are not a fan, you are a hater, and that is not the case.
I can see that being the case.
Clark hater, but I am not a fan. And don't get me wrong, I might be in like 3 or 4 years, but I don't get the rise of Caitlin Clark has not happened in the W yet. Like,
but also think about this though. Older. You don't have to be a fan of somebody in their prime, because then you just seem like you're jumping on the bandwagon, right? Like you can respect them as they are. Because I would say this too. I would look at it and say, okay, if I was scoring 70 points in college every fucking game, that's crazy numbers. You're not about to do that in the league when you get here, right? So then she comes in the WNBA, and I'm averaging, let's say she averaged 20. But nobody in the league, I'm hypothetical.
I know, okay.
Nobody in the league averages 20. The next highest person is 15. You would still say I dominated this league.
You could, yes.
Yeah, I'm not doing 20. I'm not doing 70. But I'm doing 20 in a league where everybody averages 15. So the reason I make that point is to say, one, I wonder what her numbers are. I should probably have that on hand. But I wonder what her numbers are compared to the league, right? Am I like the leading scorer? Like, do I lead the league in scoring? Probably not. I could probably just look that up. If she averages 9. Oh, she's number 7.
Yeah.
As a rookie, number 7. Okay. So it's so much that goes into this. And this is where the stats get tricky.
Let's hear it.
Because I'm top 10 in my league as a rookie. First year, right? Rookie. I'm top 10. Only 7 points behind the leading scorer. And
I don't think there's any other rookies in the top 10.
Right. So I'm clearly outclassing my rookies. But hold on. Also think about this. I want to make sure I'm right. Let me look at.
Let's look at guards, though.
Wait, no. But here, look at this too. No, look at the whole league, because this shows you how I'm dominating the league.
Okay.
In that top 10, nobody is coming close to her in assists. So that matters, because that means I could have more attempts.
Right.
But I'm passing the ball up. So you got people up there with 26 points, but they only got 2 assists. Now, that don't mean they're not passing the ball, but that just means as a point guard, I'm looking to pass first. So Asia, she's probably under the hoop, just looking to grab it and put it back. And she might have putbacks too, right? Offensive boards, she might grab it. I'm tall as fuck, I'm putting it back. Like, so it's a little bit easier. And Caitlin Clark is shooting shots way behind the perimeter. Right? So the percentage of me making my shot is more difficult too. Yeah, I'm still up here. I'm still top 10. And I'm passing with 8.4 assists. Like, I feel like that. I wouldn't say it was dominating. Dominating has to be like crazy shit. But it's like on my rookie. And I broke the rookie season title, like scoring title. So none of y'all who came through here did what I did for year 1. And y'all saying it's only getting better?
Angel Reese broke the rebounding.
No, I'm saying scoring.
Oh, okay.
Scoring, yeah. I mean, and listen, I want to respect the rebounders. This is not no Angel Reese shade, but at the end of the day, we calculate wins off of points.
I know. Okay.
Right? At the bottom is points. They don't say rebound. They don't say steals, assists. It's points. So Asia, hey, you got it in point. You're doing your fucking job. You're doing your job. That's awesome. But yeah, man, I feel like if anything, that's more of a reason to be like, damn, she a rookie and I don't want to see her in a couple and to like that would have been the bare minimum I said. I'd have been like, this would have been the bare minimum. Oh, it depends on what the question is, right? Do you think she's going to come in and she's going to average 30? I'm like, well, what you typically see is people from college, their numbers tend to kind of mellow out. But I think she will be a top scorer in this league. I think she will be a great in this league. She will go on to do great things. You see the difference in that versus, I mean, I'm not saying this is what anybody said, but I mean, she didn't play us yet. She don't know what that like I don't know what she gonna get. Go ahead. Yeah. Is the fouling too much? Because every time I see her getting fouled, she's getting thrown across the court. I don't know if it's a flop. I don't know if it's
that's because you're not watching the games. and the media puts out
Yep,
so the couple fouls that she's gotten, she's being tossed across the
wow, that's crazy.
So
that's crazy. So do everybody?
Yes, everybody's been through it. Everybody's
oh
been
so y'all
through
hazing
it. It's just
y'all wonder why y'all league not growing.
Ain't nobody
and you wonder why the league not growing. No, I just
whatever. But every player's gone through it. It's just only highlighted when it happens to Caitlin Clark. And I think that's where the frustration in people's voices come from when they're having to talk about Caitlin Clark. I just scored 30 points in my game and you asked me about Caitlin Clark. I just did this and the media's talking about Caitlin. So the Aces are back-to-back champions and dominating in games like crazy. But yet when you go on ESPN, this is what Caitlin Clark and the Fever did. It's like, I mean, no matter whether the Fever won or lost, we're hearing about Caitlin Clark. So I think that's where the frustration, and again, these are women.
I can see that.
That's where the frustration is coming from. So I think if the media had not,
no, I'm emotional too.
I won't even say.
I ain't gonna lie.
Well, yes. I wouldn't say that the media hyped her up because in my mind, hyping her up is her not living up to it. She's clearly lived up to it. I'm not a Caitlin Clark hater, so I will give the girl her flowers. I just don't think she's deserving of a bouquet from the W based on what she's doing now. In 3 years, get a girl the whole.
I do because she's your best rookie, and not only is she your best rookie. Well, I guess we can go Andrew Reese if you want to talk about that. But I would say she's if not your best, your second. However that falls, whoever ends up getting like rookie of the year or whatever.
And well, rookie, yes, but I'm talking about overall in the league. Like, yes, it's marketing, but is it right?
Yes. So one, this is all entertainment anyway. Whoever wins the championship, it matters for the city, but we're going to go around and repeat it. You're going to turn off the game, restart it, and replay it. Like, it's the same shit over and over again. So at the end of the day, it's for entertainment, and it's a business, right? If everybody say, hey, we don't want to watch the WNBA anymore, it's going to go out of business. Or the NBA. It's going to go out of business. Like, it's a business at the end of the day. We have to figure out how to market it and get eyes on it. And because, like you said, it's a competition game. It's wise to look at an upcoming talent like that and showcase it. Like, this is your she will probably, barring any injuries, like hopefully that doesn't happen, or her just like really shitting, she will probably end up being the face of the league 100%. as it's going, right?
100%.
So you don't wait until your face is 2 years in their prime to be like, all right, guys, we're going to no, you talk about the upcoming in the moment, because she's playing so well. Like, it's not her fault she's a rookie. She can't speed up time, but to perform like this as a rookie, you're not just outclassing rookies. You're outclassing rookies and vets. When we can take you and your stats and your level of play and compare it to veterans, why can't you start talking about me now? Like, why do you have to wait 2 years to talk about me? Why? I'm doing better than some of them right now. Talk about me right now. And I'm in the league right now. I'm not in college right now, right? I'm in the league. Are they in the playoffs?
Yes.
Do we know how long it's been since they've been in the playoffs?
I do not.
That could be another thing.
Fever was a new.
But you gotta give her the credit.
I'm not giving her the credit. I'm not giving her the credit. I'm just saying other people deserve the credit right now.
Why? If they're performing under me,
some of them aren't. In some cases.
Yeah, but we're.
I'm not just talking about the people that we're talking about. I'm just saying overall in general. There are other people that I believe you can make the face of the league. But just because they're better, not because they have more fans or whatever. But if you look at,
but that's what I'm saying. Okay, how would we consider somebody to be better? And then this would bring me back to stats, right?
Okay. So is that what? Okay, go ahead.
No, go.
No, because you may answer my question.
I was gonna say when you. So if we talk about somebody is better. Well, first of all, we have to remember marketing as well. It shouldn't be the number one thing, right? But it is a big thing. So, but that's not the only thing, right? So ticket sales is dope, because let's go back to Brittany, my example, Brittany. If this new Brittany chick came into the league doing better than Caitlin Clark, you will see it start to shift. You will see them pinning each other together if they're not on the same team. If they're on the same team, you're going to hear them being talked about as like the dynamic duo the whole time. Like, you know what I mean? They're going to do it because you're trying to find ways to market this business, right? To get more eyes, to make more money, to grow like the NBA. So that's one thing. And sometimes controversy is the thing to do it. Yeah. And it seems to be the thing that's doing it now. But so that's one thing. Another thing is, it's like you said, it's not like she doesn't have the stats, because we talking about, okay, fuck the fans, fuck the ticket sales, fuck jerseys, all of that. Shoe deals, I don't know, fuck all of that. Let's talk about who's better. Well, how do you gauge that? How would you measure who's better? You would have to go, how are you performing on your team? How are you performing on the team? Mm-hmm. And with what pieces you have. That's how I'm looking at it for her. I think her stats.
Something out of nothing.
Yeah, she made something out of nothing. She took this team to the playoffs. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you can say it probably just wasn't her. I'm sure it wasn't just her, right? They probably had some other pieces. They did some other stuff, yeah. But she's the leader, the captain, the face of this team that 100%. Took them there. And in her position, in her team, and in the league compared to other people's stats, she's performing on par with the top players in the league. So if you do, okay, cool, mention Asia. But you better mention me right next to her. Because why not?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. Because why not? Why not? Like, time, I'm sorry. Like, time gets you nothing but legendary status. Right? We respect Bird. We respect Magic. We respect Kareem and all these. And these people in it find themselves in the top spot in a lot of these. We respect Shaq. But when we talk about the number one, when you talk about Jordan or you talk about LeBron, you're not talking about, well, these people, well, Bill Russell had 11 rings. I don't give a fuck about what Bill Russell had when we talking about the greatest. We talking about who did the fucking thing. You know what I mean? Like, we don't give a fuck about all of that bullshit. So,
but this is also a team sport. We're not hyper-focusing on the best team.
When you consider best player, not necessarily. The face of the league. What determines the face of the league? Is it the best player that's the face of the league?
I think it should be. But as far as marketing, I'm learning that should not be the case.
Because here, I'll give an example. I don't want to say this.
Say it.
I'm contradicting myself here. I'm really thinking. I want you to know.
Because LeBron
is the face, but I don't know if he's the best player in the league at the moment. Like, okay, but he's the best player in totality.
Okay.
But if we're talking about season,
okay,
like, right, he might not be the best player in the league, right? It might be. Let's just say it's a Murray or a Jokic or a Giannis or a Kevin Durant or a Steph Curry, or, you know what I mean? People have their times where shine. Totality, I think, as far as like accolades and where they go down in the best of all time, he's up there. But he might not be, and people can say, well, he's older now and he's still performing well. That's true. He is still performing well. But that don't mean he's the best. He's just performing well for his age.
Right.
Extraordinary well, right? But is he not still the face? He's still the face of the league. He going to be the face of the league if he only played 12 minutes a game. You know, so now it makes me think like, okay, so what is the face of the league?
So let me ask you before we go into that. Was he the face of the league his rookie year? Has anybody been the face of the league their rookie year before they stepped on an NBA court professionally for the first time? Has anybody been the face before they grabbed a WNBA ball?
NBA ball.
Yes, I'm sorry, NBA ball.
Yeah, no, you're good. I think he was Caitlin Clark. I think exactly what Caitlin Clark is getting is what LeBron was getting.
So everybody was,
because he was on a cover of magazines and it said the chosen one. Okay. He was labeled the king before he was coming in. I think it was before he was coming in. He was to rival Jordan. Like, he had all of these things rookie year. Coming out of high school, rookie year. Okay. As far as the face of the league,
was he getting more from the league that players that had deserved it before were not getting? Like a chartered plane when you had Kobe on a bus. Like, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? And I think that's where the frustration comes from these players.
Well, that also depends on the team, though. The team might be spending more on her than, right? Because you got to think, for example, for LeBron, right? LeBron was in Cleveland, and Kobe was in Los Angeles.
LA, right?
So when it comes to the money, not only am I Kobe, but my team got a lot more money than you, right? They got the money to take care of my body. Cleveland, you know, you might need the league to look out for y'all because y'all might not be financially stable. But so in that regard, like as far as Jets and stuff like that, that might be like a team thing. That's how your team is taking care of the players or taking care of this one player versus the other players. As far as him being the face of the league, I don't know if he was the face, but he definitely was talked about as much as she's been talked about. So I don't know if they actually declared him the face. Like, who really declares somebody the face of the league, right? You never really have the person come out, or the league isn't gonna come out and be like, he's our face. You know, nobody does that. It's just who gets talked about more, or when you think about this, who do you think about, right? So that's the people. The people label her the face of the league because when people think about the WNBA, a lot of people today think about Caitlin Clark, right? And that could be the media pushing it for good reason.
It's definitely the media pushing it.
Yeah, I mean, because how would we know if we didn't, if the media didn't do their jobs? But
you would watch the games.
Well, that's what I was going to say. But then you watch the games and she performs. You get what I'm saying?
8 out of 12? I mean, yes. But
wait, what do you mean 8 out of 12?
Her team is number 8 out of 12 teams.
No. We're not going to watch. Well, we're going to watch the team. We're going to watch her. Right here, let me bring it back to LeBron. Right, when you say LeBron is supposed to be the next Jordan, nobody gives a fuck about Cleveland. I'm not coming here to watch Zydrunas Ilgauskas or fucking whoever y'all got on this fucking team. I don't care about Anderson Varejao or Anthony Parker or fucking none of these people. Jamario, but nobody knows these motherfuckers. You probably don't know nobody I just named.
Right?
Nobody came for them. I came to watch LeBron. I bought the LeBron jersey. I came to watch him pass. I came to watch him dunk. I came to watch him steal the ball and run down on the fast break and cock it back and dunk. I came to watch him. I came to watch him match up against other greats, right? So when LA comes to town, I want to see the Kobe and LeBron match off, or you know what I'm saying? I'm coming for LeBron. I don't give a fuck what number 6 is doing. I don't even know who number 6 is. And I barely can pronounce his name on the back of his jersey, and I don't know the first name. So I'm going to call him number 6. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, nobody comes for that. So when these people are saying, Caitlin Clark, WNBA, and it's like, all right, let's just be completely honest. Some people are like, WNBA, who watching that? Like, I ain't watching that. Let me see, Caitlin Clark. Or they get the highlights in their phone. Let me click it, bam. And then you see her going the fuck off. It's like, oh yeah, let me check her out. Do you check out another clip? You know what I mean? And then the word gets around. Words go around. Now media's put. You know what I mean? So it kind of like everything
you could
works.
Fall into that hole. I could list 7 other players that you could fall into a hole and like, oh shit, let me watch this. Let me. And it's not just Caitlin Clark. That's what I'm saying. So like in my, I get the business and the marketing part of it, but in my mind, if those eyes are coming to see Caitlin Clark anyway, let me put Sabrina Ionescu on display so you can see like what Caitlin Clark will look like in a couple of years. Like that's to me, like that's where I think she will surpass Sabrina. But at the same time, like that's someone that you could put on display that's doing it right now in real time.
Okay, so let me ask you, and this is just me, my ignorance. I'm asking. If these people have been in the league for 3-4 years,
right?
Where is it? Why isn't it happening?
I mean, don't get me wrong. Caitlin Clark brought the eyes. But
I'm saying, why haven't these other people, like if you say I could show you this video, this person going crazy, and then you show me the video. Now, I'll even admit this is true because you showed me that, and I watched some people, and I was like, hold on, we got the text from her. I'm like, yo, she's smoking it. Like, she killing shit. Like, you know what I mean? So this is true. But the problem is it hasn't happened yet. I think Caitlin Clark has just been, go ahead.
Because she's got the eyes, she's got the media. Like, so if you research, like you said, if you research WNBA, the first clip you're probably gonna find is a Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, but why did she have the media? Because look, go before Caitlin Clark. Who had the media?
Not even the league.
So all I'm asking, and I generally don't know.
Okay.
What changed? Because I'm sure media was covering it. So why did it change with Caitlin Clark?
Not really.
Okay, so why did it change with Caitlin Clark?
Because I mean, she got the eyes. Because she was breaking records. Because she was looking superhuman in college. And when you
did none of these other players look superhuman?
I can't answer that. I can't answer that.
And that's fair. That's fair. But that's what I'm saying. So maybe it is the case that she just came out of fucking nowhere. She's an alien, right? She's just killing shit. And it's like, damn, we really want to see what she looked like in this league. I think it's the league's responsibility. Like, oh shit, wait a minute, we got something. We got something. If I'm making YouTube videos, right, and I'm doing this, I'm doing that, dumb shit here, dumb shit here, dumb shit, and then one video pop off, and I'm like, oh, they like that. I did a debate video, million views. Hold on. Yeah, they like debate. Hold on, I might have something here. You see what I'm saying? So you let me do another debate. Let me see.
100%. But if you feel like you sitting on a gym with your deep conversations and integral thoughts or whatever. When you push that too, if you feel like you sitting on a gem, but something else took off, you're not also gonna market what you think you're, and not necessarily what you think you're sitting on. What has been proven is better. It's not. It's okay.
Yes, you do. You do. I know what you're saying. You do. You do market both, but one has to be the first one through the door. The eyes have to be the first, right? So again, let's go to YouTube. Let's go to YouTube, right? I got something with these deep conversations, but nobody gives a fuck. Everybody loves just the fucking yelling debates. Okay, well I'm gonna keep putting out my videos, but I'm gonna keep doing this because eventually that's gonna bring more eyes on this gym. If it really is a gym, right? Because I can feel it's a gym and it's just not a gym to anybody but me, right? And I think you do see that happening, right? Because now it's not just, it's not just Caitlin Clark that I hear about. I hear about Angel Reese. I hear about her. Do I hear about Angel Reese without Caitlin Clark?
Do you?
I don't know. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to push a narrative. Not like, and honestly, if it's a fake narrative, I don't think they should be beefing like that. But because this is a competition and y'all on two separate teams, we want to see y'all compete. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so all respect, I want to see y'all go at it. Angel Reese, and I think wasn't they the thing with the in college? Yes.
That's how it started.
This is beautiful. That's what you need. This is WWE. This is entertainment, bro.
I think, in my opinion, and people may come for me for this, I think that is what did it. I don't think that Caitlin Clark got here on her skill alone and it brought those eyes. I think it was the controversy.
Yes, and sometimes that's what it takes.
Caitlin Clark was before all of that.
But her skill alone, you're right, didn't do it. We just needed something to hook people. We never had the hook. We got the fucking hook. Let's go. Go. The fucking door open. Look, we've been struggling to get this fucking door open. The fucking lock, we can't find the key. Click. Oh shit, everybody run through before the shit lock again. Run through.
Hold on. Okay, so we got the hook in, we got everybody in. Don't we want to now turn your eyes to the legends?
Not so fast. Not so fast. Because everybody isn't here. Right? Everybody isn't here. We're walking to the door. We're learning. We doing this.
Are we not in the door yet?
We doing this. What? Somebody said something about the WNBA? What? You don't switch it then. Cause then you're gonna go, yeah, man, let me show you this chick. And you're like, oh, okay, yeah, she cool. Nah, I wanna see you build up the controversy. I wanna see who gonna win in the end. I wanna see which rookie gonna take it. I wanna see this and this and like, cause it's a competition, entertainment sport. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Angel Reese has been pushed, and then when you get the eyes, everybody else will get noticed, right? It's like the saying, like a rising tide lift all boats. Right, so everybody will grow, right? It will happen naturally. Even with you talking about all of the controversy, not really controversy, but it's kind of like controversy of like the other players hating Caitlin Clark, the Cheryl Swoops. People probably didn't know who Cheryl Swoops was. A lot of people know who she is now. A lot of people know who she is. Look, and that's just how it happens. Like that's just how it happens. I know. But a lot of people know who she is now. A lot of people know who all these other top players are. And then guess what happens when you go watch Caitlin Clark? You see who the person who can shit on Caitlin Clark is, and you're like, well, who is that? Who killing that? Or you see Caitlin Clark, she might have all the attention. It's like, well, what about her shooting guard? Her shooting guard is killing it. She wouldn't be shit without her shooting guard. Well, when the people get to the game, they come to that opinion to themselves, like, oh, damn, that shooting guard shooting better than Curry. Like, she's shooting better than Caitlin, right? Because you hear in shooting in NBA, you hear all about Steph Curry, but you gotta mention Klay. Now, I don't know if Klay gets the fame without Curry, because Curry goes down as the best shooter all time. But then when you see Klay hitting at a clip just as similar, you go, damn, the Splash Brothers, and then you come up with names like that, and you like, oh shit, So then just by people watching her, they're going to see the other team. They're going to see who did this. They're going to see who won. People might not even know who winning y'all championships. People don't know that y'all in the playoffs. People don't know none of that. And listen, it's how it happens. It's how it happens. That's
the part that I don't like. It's not that I don't like Caitlin. It's not that I don't like marketing and how I don't like how it works. That's just it. I don't like how it works. I don't like that Cheryl Swoops is probably going to go down as the woman that got fired for hating on Caitlin Clark instead of going down for what the fuck she deserves, for the shit that she did. You know what I mean? For the league. But she's
Yeah.
gonna go down as the person that was hating on the best player in the league.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just
and that
I
and
hate the
that
way it
is
works. I hate the
that
way it works.
is because that's public perception. So that's a matter of the media doing what they're supposed to do, right? And that's a part of marketing and proving that your league is actually pretty good. See, this is an opportunity for the WNBA right now to have a sit down, talk to her, have her talk with Kate, or whatever it is, or just like somehow remedy the situation and be like, yo, that's not what it is. Like, why do y'all think this? You know what I mean? Don't let this little guy on YouTube make a video talking about how much she hated her. Now everybody just know her for being a hater. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. Get in front of it. These are your people.
But like you said, them hating on her pushes the narrative. Like, so, I mean, why would I have a sit down with Cheryl Swoops that she can go down in history for what she deserves when that's a hater on Clark, and I can push that narrative to get people like they're not gonna do that. And that's what sucks.
I feel like true. Maybe they wouldn't do that, but I think the league has an obligation because the media and the league are two different entities, right? The league has an obligation to be like, yo, she a legend if she's a legend, or like all of this stuff. Like, you know, they have an obligation to I feel like just clear that up. You know, again, especially because the controversy is good, but not so much that it's a detriment to the league. You know what I'm saying? Because what y'all don't want to do, and I don't want to be the person to say this, but what y'all don't want to do is just seem like a whole bunch of angry women. Or women like that bitter women, exactly. Or just a drama. Like, you don't want this to be like the Kardashians. That's not what we're talking about. You want competition, not drama. You know what I'm saying? So if we can get and like you said, like if you can get to a point where it's like, hey, these are what people are saying about it, right? You already have the drama. You already have those type of eyes on it, right? Now you just need the eyes to like continue to watch the game. And now since you have enough, you have this Caitlin Clark, you have Angel Reese, you have these things, and then you see other celebrities kind of boosting them too. Good. Run with that. You know what I'm saying? Just keep going, and now you just got to keep performing. And if y'all been playing good and y'all keep performing, then you have nothing to worry about.
I mean, but I understand what you were saying when you said, like, all right, we got the eyes. Now, if you're actually looking, you will see that there may be somebody that, you know, and you may find a better player or...
Because I feel like that's a huge difference too with the NBA versus the WNBA. So in the NBA, we can criticize that with a little bit more standing, because the Zion coming in and being like, oh, he the next Jordan, or he the next LeBron, or he the next this, we're gonna be like, what? But you already have the eyes, so there's no reason to market it in such a way, right? You could say he's gonna be a great player. You could just talk about him because we're all gonna see him regardless. We're going to see him regardless. The WNBA, we're not going to see them. Majority of people. The only people that's watching them is the same 18,000 people that's been watching them. I'm being hyperbolic, you know, but you know what I mean? It's the same 18,000. But if you can market this person and get 4 million people watching now from 18,000, you're going to be like, yeah, we're going to do that. Because in that regard, 4 million grows a lot faster to 10 million than 18,000 does. You know what I'm saying? Like, the more you get, the faster it's going to grow. So we just need to get that ball rolling. And I feel like the WNBA has yet to have the ball rolling, right?
But not liking that. What I don't like is not agreeing with that, because I don't agree with that. I mean, I understand it could be the right thing to do for business. It could be the right thing to do for marketing, but I don't agree with it. I don't think it's right morally. That does not mean that I'm a hater. That does not mean that I'm hating on Caitlin Clark. And that's what I can't stand. It's like anybody who speaks against what the league is doing, what media is doing, when in regards to her, is now labeled a hater.
Yeah, and I don't think they should label a hater. I mean, but that's what they do. Like, yeah, it's the same thing with the LeBron and Jordan conversation. Like, you get labeled a hater if you go either way. Like it's disrespectful to put LeBron at number 2. It's disrespectful to put Jordan at number 2. Like, really? Number 2? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like,
in the world?
Yeah, in the world, like on the grand stage of, like, what are we talking about, man? So, yeah, I don't think anybody should be a hater for their opinion. Now, some things can come off as hate. I understand that. It's a way that you can give credit and bring people to a reality without giving hate. Here, I'll give you a perfect example.
They're both guards, right? Okay.
Do you know who, you probably know who, do you know who Candace Owens is?
I do.
Do you know who Dr. Umar Johnson is?
I do.
Okay. Would you agree that they both criticize the black community?
Yes.
Do you think black people hate Dr. Umar?
Generally?
Yeah.
Like,
do you think they hate him?
No.
Do you think they hate Candace Owens?
Yes.
So if they both are just criticizing the black community and they're both black, you would probably say there's a difference, right?
Yes.
So my point is,
I'm waiting for it.
How you come across makes all the difference. So when I say, hey, Caitlin Clark need a little bit more time, and you say, I'm not saying you said this, but you say,
right.
Caitlin Clark need a lot more time. We saying the same thing, but people gonna call you a hater way before they call me a hater. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
The Dr. Umar thing is he criticizes the fuck out of the black community, but everybody thinks he's trying to help the black community. Candace Owens criticizes the fuck out of the black community, but everybody just thinks she hate black people. so clearly there's a difference in there's a difference in the tone. There's a difference in what you're saying. There's a difference in how you're saying it, what reason you're saying it for. You see what I'm saying? Like all of these things matter, and that's what people pick up, right? And you got to think all the language is pretty much like that. It's like there's always a deeper meaning in like my just words, right? Like if I told you, if I was like, hey, you think you can come over this weekend? And you're like, yeah. And then this weekend happened and you don't come over. I'm like, hey, where you at? And you're like, oh, I thought you just asked me, can I come over? You knew that I meant, can you come over? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everything is, I might have to literally say, hey, come over this weekend, you know, or if I say, are you hungry? I'm not just asking you, hey, are you hungry? And you're like, yeah, I'm hungry. And then I walk the fuck away. Like, it's probably going to be, oh, because we're about to go get food. Like, what do you want? You know? So, yeah, all of our language is like, we're always trying to pick up on people's like, you know, how are you giving that off? Like, what's your energy when you're saying what you're saying? So that's what I feel like. So
question, how does, who was the dude that you were talking about? Was upcoming star everybody's talking about? What's the name?
It was Zion. Right now we could use Wimby. His name is Wimby. He's a French player.
What has LeBron gone on record as saying anything about them coming into their rookie season?
Probably, but I've been not really the best.
No. Okay.
Yeah. He probably talk highly of him. LeBron never like trashes people. He's not gonna shit on people. Yeah. He bigs up his league. He brings in a lot of like support for the young guys. Also, he's like a vet too. So that's another thing women should probably think about. Like when you're a vet, your job is to keep the sport going. Your job is to like one day I maybe want to own a team. So you might either play or be working on the team that person's playing on, or like, you know what I mean? Or you just want to like give the same type of embrace to the sport that either one you wish you had or that you had. LeBron didn't get that. LeBron was treated like, in a lot of ways, it was similar to Caitlin Clark because a lot of the players there were doing the same thing. And some of these guys were not as nice as some of the women are being. That's what I'm saying. Guys can be emotional too. It was players on his own team that's like, the fuck y'all interviewing him for? I'm the player on this team. And it's like, and it's funny because you would never know who that player was if I told you their name. Like it's so funny that it's like, huh.
But that player put up the numbers for that game. So like that's what
not
I'm
necessarily,
saying.
but look. Even if they did, who gives a fuck in the grand scheme of things? I wonder if, and this is to you, this is a point to you. I wonder if these people didn't need to feel bitter because Michael Jordan was Michael Jordan with or without LeBron.
Right.
Like Michael Jordan was already Michael Jordan. Kobe Bryant was Kobe Bryant without LeBron. Asia seems to feel like she's not Asia until Caitlin Clark comes in. That's what you're saying?
Wait. So
I'm saying like Michael Jordan already had his flowers. Okay. I don't need to be bitter about some young kid getting their flowers. I'm Michael fucking Jordan. Asia might feel bitter because it's like, I'm getting passed up. Y'all talking about her and y'all not talking about me. And I did this, that, and the third. Do you get what I'm saying? Like if I'm accomplished already and I've already gotten my flowers and then somebody gives you flowers, I'm not gonna be like, what the fuck? I've been doing this YouTube shit. Why y'all giving her flowers? You know what I mean? Like, but I got 1 million subscribers. Like, I'm not gonna give a fuck.
I was mad that she was getting flowers. The one thing that I'm talking about is Diana Taurasi saying that it's gonna be a different league when she gets here. Like, and that's a true statement. But I don't think that Diana Taurasi could not give her flowers. She hasn't said it publicly, but nobody has. You know what I mean?
I think that's also. I don't think that's a good sign for the league. If I'm being honest, I don't think that's a good thing for the league.
While we're in season? One player giving another player flowers?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's not good for the league. Actually, I could even push that in multiple ways. So I think initially it's not good because again, you're not saying this person is better than you or they're gonna beat you or oh my god, I don't know what's gonna happen when we go against Caitlin Clark. What? You don't say that shit. But you talk about one because you also want to big up the talent. Because for example, if I say this person ain't shit and then I got to compete against that person and I beat the person, I just told y'all the person wasn't shit. I didn't. It wasn't even a win. But if I tell you, yo, this person's gonna be literally one of the tops in the league. If I beat the person, it looked better on me because it's like, yo, this is gonna be one of the top people in the league. Like, so one, you want to big up the competition and make it more than what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't ever go into a sport and be like, oh, my competition was all weak. Like, I won really easily, because then nobody values your win. And I think again, going back to. Nobody reaching out to her, nobody calling her as a rookie. This whole thing is new to her. Also understand that it's not necessarily her fault, her attention that she's getting every little thing she does, maybe scrutinized or all the things. But like, that's not on me. Like, I'm a player. You went through this league. Maybe had it easier than me because you don't get all the fucking media attention. If you start fucking up, they gonna blast me for that shit because I'm supposed to be the golden child. They might overlook it. They might even talk about it. Like, and not even being disrespectful, but it's the truth. I got to sit with DMs or people talking shit about my name on the internet or constantly being bombarded with people I meet on the street who recognize me, who recognize my face and shit like that, who want to talk shit to me. So it's like, bro, reach out to that person and just be like, yo, we still a league. We still like in the NBA, we still brothers. We just compete at a high level. Like, obviously you got people who don't like each other in the league, but it's like, yo, we not trying to injure nobody. We're not trying to hurt nobody. Like, we're not trying to do it. We're trying to play and win a game at a high level. Yeah, and if it gets a little competitive, it gets a little competitive. It's a sport. But there's no reason off the court you got to be like, hey, man, it's still fuck that motherfucker. If I see him, it's still on site. Like, what the fuck? Like, why you just angry? Like, you got a beautiful job, bro. You live to play basketball. Like, why are you so mad? Like, but...
And I don't think that's the case. So let me ask you this: how many Caitlin Clark hate videos do you see? Like Caitlin Clark ain't shit. Caitlin Clark's trash. This person's better than Caitlin. How many of those do you see?
No, I don't see a lot of those.
None. I ain't seen none of them. And I am.
Oh, you saying actually Caitlin Clark is trash? You saying that type of video?
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, I haven't.
So
I've seen one person being critical, but he still didn't say she was trash.
Right. So, but there are how many videos of, all of Caitlin Clark's haters, Caitlin Clark shutting up her hate. But I'm not seeing any hate. It's a narrative. People assume that she's getting all this hate. Is she? She's getting criticized. She's getting talked about. But what hate is she receiving? Who said that this girl went cold?
It again, we got to think about context, right? We got to go a little bit deeper than just the words on the paper, right? So if
we gotta let's bring it up. Can you bring it up so we can see it? The video of the interview that we're talking about.
Yeah, let me say this real quick. Let me say this too. Let's say I'm starting my YouTube, right? I'm building up my YouTube channel, right? If one person around me was like, "Yeah, man, you still a small channel, like you still got some ways to go," I'm like, "Yeah, that's fair criticism." And if I hear somebody else like, "Yeah, he really not like the other podcast people that I see, like they got millions of views. He's still small." Okay. Do you hear another person like, I mean, he's not Joe Rogan. I'm not saying it to be mean. I'm just saying he's not Joe Rogan. And you hear another person, like eventually it's gonna be like after the 6th, 7th motherfucker, you're gonna be like, yo, why the fuck y'all keep like? And it's never like, I don't feel like it's followed by positivity. Like I don't feel like, and I'm not even saying Caitlin saying that. She might just be like, look, I zone that shit out. But I would be like, yo, like, why every time y'all say something about me, it seemed like y'all saying how I'm not something. Who gives a fuck? Like, why are we even talking about that? Like, can we just talk about what I'm doing right now? Like, that's also something y'all not talking about. Y'all also not talking about how I'm the best rookie. How the comment come out? No, not the media. Okay. I'm talking about the people.
Yeah. Right.
And I could be wrong. They could be saying, but I'm saying if I'm the rising star of YouTube, everybody know my name. I'm a household name. I'm coming up. I'm not as big yet, but I'm coming. Everybody know I'm gonna be there very soon.
Yeah.
But I never hear that. I always hear how I'm not there right now.
Right.
I'm like, all right, y'all kind of like, y'all hating on me. You know what I'm saying? It would feel like that. I'm like, I kind of feel like y'all hating a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what I'm saying. I think it's the context. It's that is important. When you see so many of these videos, when you see every vet in the league, I'm not saying it's every, but every vet in the league saying, yeah, I mean, I think y'all kind of overhyping her. Okay. And when you see her coming out saying, yeah, nobody has contacted me yet, it'd be nice if like somebody reached out and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, nobody's kind of like really tried to reach out to me. It kind of just feel like, damn, like,
yeah, I
get
it.
Y'all kind of like hating on her, bro. Like, I bet some people called her. I bet some people contacted Angel Reese.
Yes. I'm sure. No, she's
I'm
doing
sure.
podcasts
so it's just like,
with rappers.
Yeah, so it's just like,
yeah,
it's just like, she like, man, ain't no vets kind of like reaching out and nobody giving me like advice or guidance. Like, you see all types of videos of like summer league or practices off season where like players are practicing with other people, where Kobe is laughing with Kyrie, or they dribbling together on a U.S. team, or like all of this type of stuff. And it's like, damn. And I don't remember what the point was made, like the point that was made, but somebody made it again. Like, we don't have to go back to it, but like the point of like her not making a U.S. team, like, why not? You know what I mean? Why couldn't she be the last player? Like, it's not necessarily about, I mean, look at the NBA's USA team. This was the first year in a long time where we was like, hey, we sending them boys out. Because before, you don't even know the people that's on that. There was like third string players on that USA team. You know what I'm saying? But they was like, hold on, they talking about how we ain't the best, or they could beat us, or this and that. Okay. Let's stop playing. Let me sit my son down. Let me come outside and we go see, you know what I mean? It kind of felt like that. So it's like, we're not going to sit here and act like our WNBA team wasn't enough to win, especially after winning the last 7. Like, or that one person couldn't move over for this rising talent. Like, I don't know, man. It's just, but she has plenty of years to get into it. I think
she does. That's
she has
the
plenty
thing.
of years.
And I wonder
she better be in the next year. I'm going to be like, what the fuck?
Right. No, I totally agree.
Because then that's like another 4 years. I'm gonna be like, all right, hold on, y'all tripping, man. We still girl like that.
I wonder if, because this is probably Diana's last Olympic run, if that's the reason, that could be a reason why she didn't make it, if it's political.
I mean, that's fair, but take somebody else out.
What do you mean?
Everybody, the Olympic team.
No. I mean, like, Diana ain't gonna want to play with her. You know what I mean? Like, and it's messed up. Like, it wouldn't be right. But
see, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's like not good. So it's not good. It's not good for the league. One, because it makes the league look bitter as fuck, and two, it's actually hurting your sales.
Yeah, it's creating a divide.
For example, like LeBron, and I think he loves Curry, if I'm being honest. But I think LeBron going all those back-to-backs, trying to fucking beat the Warriors and can't fucking beat them, and then KD joining up with it's probably, man, motherfucker, y'all some bitches for that. Like, you know what I mean? But when he gets to that Olympic team, he look happy as hell playing with Curry. And it brings in so much because it's like, yo, this is something we never get to see. We will never get to see LeBron and Curry playing together. I mean, if we do, that's cool. But, you know, because he can't join the Warriors because we know how that looks. You know, Curry probably don't want to join him. Why? I'm winning. Like, you know what I mean? So we'll never get to see these great talents unless it's the All-Star game, unless it's the Olympics or some shit like that. So you want to see these players. Like, I would love, honest to God, I would love, I don't care what team it's on, to see Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese on the same team.
You will.
I want to see what that like. Exactly. People want to see that. Now, obviously, it's shit that goes into it and all that. So don't, you know, and who would you say? Taurasi was the one that said it was her last year, whatever, doing the Olympics. Like, I want to see you play with Caitlin. Especially if you're as good as you say you are.
That's what fans want,
because people are. I mean, I know they probably because the bullshit, but I'm saying in the name of the sport and boosting your sport, right? If you're a vet in this, you wanted to go places. You want to actually go down as a vet in people's homes. Like, hey, that person was a legend. Like we talk about Jordan, or we talk about Shaq, or we talk about Kobe. You want to go down as that. You can't go down like that because you're actively hurting it. Yeah, you're actively hurting yourself.
I see that.
You like, nah, I ain't playing. Nah, don't bring her here. Nah, fuck all the eyes. It's just about talent. Who gives a fuck? You know what? I bet you right now, there's somebody better on this planet at basketball than LeBron and Jordan. Who gives a fuck? You didn't make it. Right. You're not in the league. Nobody's going to talk about you. I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think the marketing, the face of the league is so much the league doing it versus a happening of multiple things, like
right.
this person's play style, the media talking about it, and then people just giving a fuck about it. I can't control that as a league. You know, I can only give you the league, and you kind of make what. So if she becomes a face, that's just kind of what happened. You know what I'm saying? We can push it after y'all like it. Like, for example, when Taylor Swift and the Kansas City Chiefs, right? Like, Taylor Swift became the NFL, right? In reality, she really was. She's like a small part, but she became synonymous with the NFL for that part. And the league pushed it. They didn't do that. They didn't say this and that. They didn't say, hey, sit front row, do this. They didn't organize this, orchestrate this. But they didn't run from it. They went with it. So I think that's another thing that's happening with Caitlin Clark right now.
Yeah. And I think I agree with what the people that are calling all the Caitlin Clark non-supporters, I guess, or haters, whatever you want to call us, are saying that they should have jumped on the not the bandwagon, but like, hey, if she's bringing eyes, she could bring them, but you have the opportunity to take those eyes and put them on you. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
You know what I mean? Sure. Like, I think
because you have to play her, you have to play with her. Like, you know, you play her multiple times. Yeah, for sure. I looked at 2 different videos and just 2 different. I'm gonna admit I did not see any disrespect.
Thank you.
I didn't feel like I see anything that was hating.
See,
if anything, I saw props. I saw love. I saw support. I agree. And I saw genuine criticism. Right, I'm gonna be honest. So that's the thing. That's the thing.
So like we see, and it's a narrative that's pushed, and it's not pushed by the league. It's not, but it's pushed and it's out there. That because in my mind, I can honestly say, before I saw that video, I was thinking like Diana Taurasi kind of had it for Caitlyn. You know what I mean? Like
now wait. It could be. I mean, she's in front of a mic a lot, so it could be a different thing that she said here, different thing she said here. Also, timing could be okay. Go ahead.
The video that was so the one that you sent me initially that I had watched, it was that same. It wasn't the same clip, but it was a piece of what she said, but combined with everything else that she said, changes the context completely. For sure. So if you take that little piece when she said, "Oh, it's gonna be a different game when she comes into the W, you coming with 120 of the best players," but you take that piece out, yes, that looks like a Caitlin Clark hater. But you put that in with she is a motor, nobody works harder than her.
Yeah,
changes it completely.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
Diana Taurasi didn't need to shut Caitlin Clark up because she was giving the girl her props. So it's like that narrative did not even need to be out there. You know
that's
what I mean?
True, and that's true. That's why we have to do our due diligence and watch more than clips. But I do feel that's why I said it could be paired with so many other things, right? And this is just one conversation that she said one time. It could be more where she's just like, but it seems like from what I'm seeing, she is giving her credit. If I'm being honest, the little bit that I've seen, so don't come at me. But it could just be like a lot of different people, right? A lot of different people. Not necessarily saying what you can't do, but like even if it's like possibly doubting how well you'll do. And I'm not saying that they did that either. I'm just giving the idea that if this happens enough, you don't actually have to come out and say this person will be shit for me to feel like keep my motherfucking name out your motherfucking mouth. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, obviously I'm in the media, so that's not gonna happen. Wait, we're gonna talk about you. But yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
I think it was taken completely. At least the part that I did not do my due diligence, I guess, to say, because I thought that little piece was kind of like how Diana felt about Caitlyn.
Yeah. And well, this also wasn't like, let me just be clear at the end of the video. This also isn't an indictment of like me saying you don't think Caitlin Clark is good, or me saying you don't like Caitlin Clark, or nothing like that. Or I'm not here saying I know for a fact that Caitlin Clark is better than everybody in the WNBA. That's not me saying it. All we were saying, this is from a person with no WNBA knowledge, right? Okay. Talking to somebody with way more WNBA knowledge than myself, who watches more of the games. Just your take on certain things. That's all it is. Just what do we see? We're not journalists. We're not experts in this field, right? We're not claiming to be.
We just had opinions.
Yeah, just had opinions. I just saw somebody who plays, and I'm like, yo, I like that. I like how she plays. You know, I'm definitely willing to see the other videos you send over. And see how that goes, and you know, we'll see. And I'll be like, hey, yay or nay, or this person. Yeah, for sure, we definitely will. Any
so
any last comments?
How do you feel about my take on it?
As far as like, you don't feel like they're being disrespectful, they're just being critical?
I don't feel like she got hate. I feel like her welcome to the league was just like everybody. Now, whether it was right or wrong, that, whatever. But
I think I would need.
It was just
I would agree with you. I think I would need a lot more context, like we said, because I feel like we're just getting clips. I feel like I would need a lot more context, and I would have to put everything together, right? Because these people who are talking also are in front of a mic and are in front of cameras, right? So why would they come out and just say, "Yeah, I hate her"? Nobody's gonna say that. Right. But there's a couple of different ways that I can show you I hate you without even saying I hate you. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just listen to what somebody says and be like, "Oh yeah, they actually not hating on you. They said they loved your game, but they never want to work with you. Right. They do things that like hold you back from growing in the league." Or I'm not saying nobody's doing that to her. I'm just saying there's other ways that people can affect your bottom dollar or affect you growing as a player and stuff like that. So I would need more of that context, right? I would need to know, is it true that nobody's reaching out to her? Nobody wants to talk to her. Nobody wants to. If that's just the way the league goes, right? I feel like my eyes switching. Like if that's just the way that the league goes, and like nobody really reaches out to rookies or nobody really reaches out to other people. It's like me and my team, and that's it. Like then it's really not a shot to Kaylin. It's just how the dynamic of the league is. But if it is, it should change. That should change. Yeah, but those are two different things, right? I'm not gonna say y'all hating Caitlyn because that's just the way the league is. Okay. But if y'all are reaching out to rookies or reaching out to people or like helping your league grow, it's just this one person we just happen not to ever see. They're just standing right there. It's just because we're looking everywhere else. But they're, not saying that's what they're doing. But these would be types of things that I would have to see to be like, okay, I think there is a little bit of hate or shade or just not want to deal with her because of whatever reason. And if it is because of the fame and the hype she's getting, I think that's unfair to her. Yes, because I agree. She's not calling the paparazzi on herself.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not paying analysts. I'm
just good at basketball.
Yeah, like I'm not paying Stephen A to talk about me or whoever talks about me. Like I'm not paying these people. They're just doing it. I'm playing my game. I'm living up to my game, and there we go.
Okay.